A collective shitshow. And of course, I was talking myself out from having this title and recording this specific video, but who am I to judge? On the other hand, yes, that title had to come through me for several reasons, and I am using this kind of colorful language in overall. So let's go with it and see what is coming up. This is mostly an update of the energy and what has been going on for quite a while now. It was very intense the previous week, and I know this is not attached to time. So what we are experiencing is a lot of different feelings and emotions showing up, and it has become quite exhausting because it hasn't stopped like ever, especially 2025 has been that and more, to be honest with you. But energetically, what shows up now is all the things that have disturbed us in some ways, and we may not know exactly what the feeling is about, what is connected to, but that is absolutely fine. What we have to do and what we are called to do is to transmute without necessarily having full clarity of what is going on and how and what is the importance, what is the role of that, or why this emotion now shows up. Most of us, I want to believe that we have been doing shadow work on a very deep level. We are dusting off everything that is not meant to be there for longer. I think my guides are correcting me. Not there for longer, okay? So we are in that space of dusting off many layers, and in some cases we will go through feelings without being able to attach them to a specific situation that is not connected to other lifetimes. For some reason I needed to bring this in awareness because it's not other lifetimes necessarily. When we have feelings or emotions that we don't know where they are attached to, in what kind of situation. So what is going on is about us getting into a space of transmuting with acceptance and not even searching if this is something I picked up from someone else, if this is something as a residual energy from any other point of time and lifetime and stuff like that. It's more about being present, fully connected with self, riding the wave of different emotions, not even searching if this has to do with the collective energy, because partially yes, but we are riding the same wave or a similar wave, and we are in a space of collectively releasing, acknowledging, accepting. So this is why the title A Collective Shitshow, because we are all through that process. We feel unsettled in many ways, and that has to do within self, finding that space where it is fine to feel unsettled, where it is absolutely normal, where it is absolutely okay to be and feel so unsettled and bizarre, awkward. For me, what came up were specific things that I was transmuting very fast, very easily, I can say. There was one main feeling and emotion that showed up, and it showed up in my lower chakras. I was feeling it in specific spaces and places and energies, and it was about grief. So I couldn't shake it off, I couldn't transmute it, and there were many questions in my head. So I was going with entertaining these questions, understanding why these questions show up, not necessarily attaching myself to having answers. And this is what is given to you through this energy update, that you don't necessarily have to find answers, but entertain who is asking, what exactly is this question about. And it is like zooming out and having more clarity because you are zooming out of a situation and accepting that feeling and emotion exactly as it is, exactly where you feel it, even if you don't know why initially. And when you get into that space of unconditional acceptance, I see you, I feel you, I hear you, Thank you for showing up. Yes, there is some kind of detachment, and this is why the grief, this is why the sadness, this is why the agitation. There are many different emotions that point us to different directions, and not judging yourself about this is the best approach you can do, you can use, because you're getting into a space of reclaiming power back in many different ways. No matter what the feeling is, you are reclaiming parts of your energy that have been given away or stored, for the lack of better word, in a specific situation. So when you're feeling agitated, angry, it is you reclaiming part of your energy that was saved, stored in a specific situation or person, or the situation that happened between you and someone else, and you are reclaiming that back in many ways. When you go through grief, is the realization that something hasn't worked out in the physical, or it hasn't worked out energetically, and you are releasing that expectation and need and desire for something to happen. So the grief holds the understanding and the awareness behind the things that are not happening and the things you are releasing. So you are reclaiming again energy, but in a different way. Because when something is not showing up in our realities, we are gonna go through many emotions. But that is absolutely perfect, because the energy you put into that and that thing never happened, you are actually need that energy back for something that will happen. So this is how we reclaim energy in different ways, through different emotions that show up. And this is why this collective shit show, meaning that individually each one of us is processing many emotions from different situations. For some, they have to do these feelings with jobs that didn't happen, with expansion that didn't happen, with love affairs that didn't happen, with goals that you had and didn't happen, or it didn't happen in the way you wanted it to happen. So because we are moving on to 2026, where the crown chakra will have the most important position energetically in our own energies, we are letting go of the things that haven't worked out so far, and probably the realization that it will never work out like that. So we are embracing the new version of us in a different way, reclaiming energy that we stored it for whatever the reason in a situation that never happened, so we can create and build something new that will happen in a different way than what we had in mind. And that is the most amazing gift we can receive for the ending of 2025. And although it is a shit show emotionally for each one of us individually, and imagine what can happen when we find each other at the same space, things can change so positively that you can't even imagine how that happened. And behind that, if you go further and investigate energetically the threads of energy that created something in your reality, you will see and figure out that these were all seeds you have been planting, and now they give something back to you. And the good news is that they will give back to you even more, multiplied in many ways. So this is for the next video. Actually, I'm not gonna give it all on this, but be aware of that energy that is helping us reclaim where we have stored energy in the past and nothing has happened, because everything is energy. Energy is not lost, and energy is not it's not lost. So whatever we build, whatever we create, even if that creation doesn't happen, that energy has to return to us. We are the creators of that energy. We are the initiators of that energy. So it comes back to us, so we can invest it somewhere else where it will feel more in alignment with us. So yeah, this is the message that I wanted to bring as an energy update of what is going on, and be okay with reclaiming, I'm sorry for all the blah 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 stuff, reclaim that energy no matter how it shows up as an act of reclaiming that energy. Whatever the emotion that shows up, show it acceptance, understanding, love. You will get clarity of why this emotion shows up. Don't try to fit it in a specific situation. Don't try to put it into something specific if it doesn't come on its own initially. So in some cases you will feel specific emotions showing up because of a specific person or situation or something that didn't happen. But for the rest of it that comes without that label, this emotion is connected to this situation or this person or this past situation or whatever that is, let it flow through you, embrace it, accept it. Show that mature understanding to yourself and those feelings, and let them be transmuted within you through acceptance. That's the way we transmute, by accepting something as normal, as logical, as fine, as it is what it is. And then it will show us what about it was, because many of us that we are psychics, we are oracles, we are mediums, we get to feel too many things, and sometimes we can't even figure out or pinpoint where this comes from or where it is connected to, and we're in a space, okay, what am I feeling again this time? But the important note here is, don't search if it is connected to someone else, because if you picked it up, it has a connection with you. So entertain it, find it, and use it as an opportunity for you to transmute an energy that is within you, because there's no way you can pick up something that is not even a bit yours as well. So entertain all of these things and ride the wave, buckle up, ride the wave, and go with it, because this process now will bring more clarity, more rewards. I don't like this word, okay? It's not about rewards. I have done my work, I have done this. It's not about me being rewarded because I was a good girl, but rewards in a different way. You're gonna see things coming to your hands from the things and actions you have already taken and done as steps. So honor that and be happy for that. Although it is difficult, we will have, as usually, our good days, our bad days. That is normal. Awakenings don't have to do with being in a high state constantly, but this is where we are headed for many reasons. So I hope this clarifies of what happened last week and what will be happening and is happening from now on. We will have these days where the rain will be heavy, and we will have to stay with that and navigate that. And that is absolutely fine, because it brings more clarity and your energy back. Keep this. If nothing else, this is the most important of all. See you on the next videos, because there is a lot of material that needs to come through. And nonetheless, I was recording for a couple of weeks the Crown Chakra course, and I can't see myself on camera for more time. So you're gonna hear my voice instead of seeing my face and hearing my voice. And I hope this resonates, so please let me know in the comments. Remember to always be true to yourself and your true self. And as I usually say lately, everything is energy.